Hey Capricorns, welcome back to my channel. So I did do a live reading yesterday, but I'm gonna do a recorded reading now, and I'm gonna be doing it for the upcoming energies in the new year, okay? So some 2020 predictive reading, all right? So it's not even just for January, it's just for 2020 kind of energy that I'm seeing, okay? So I'm gonna start off with the Mystic Moon Oracle deck and see what Capricorn's got going on coming up in 2020, all right? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and 10th house placements. What do we got for Capricorn? Okay. Oh, the first card is a union, all right? Wow. So I feel like you guys are going to have a powerful year. We've got ascending, surrender, free will, and bound, okay? I feel like this union is going to happen if you guys are able to surrender and let yourself ascend, okay? I know that you have free will, but there is some, like, addiction still. There is the devil energy here, so that's you guys, but I feel like there's a tie and a like, being bound to something still. And I feel like your union is contingent upon you surrendering and, like, letting go of your own, like, attachments or whatever. I do see mirroring going on, okay? So, like, I feel like that is, like, saying the energy that you put out is going to be sent back to you, okay? So everything that you experience in your world is going to be like a mirror effect of what you're doing. So you are the creators of your own destiny, all right? So I feel like, but the fact that I got union as the first card for 2020 for Capricorns is very significant, okay? So I've got a couple of new decks here that I'm excited to use. This is the Oracle of Dragon Fae, and it is by Lucy Cavendish, which she makes a lot of cool decks. So let's see what other Oracle messages I got here, okay? For Capricorn in 2020. We've got synchronize with lunar time and energy, okay? So this is like about, you know, setting things up along the full moons and the solar eclipses and the lunar eclipses. I haven't really looked into the 2020 energies with that and what the dates are, but you could always find it online, okay? I feel like the moon cycles are going to be very significant for you guys in this upcoming year, okay? I mean, they're always significant, but this is a clear message, and the number on here is 32. The listener, sacred silence, okay? So maybe less talking and more listening in the year of 2020, maybe being more receptive to messages you're getting and not as wanting to communicate, but more as the receiver of messages with the listener, okay? Also, that's listening to yourself and your guides and your intuition, all right? A brilliant solution is on its way, okay? That is so cool. I love that. So, and actually, yeah, I was just gonna see. A lot of these are like dragon images, but this is like just like a woman, okay? So I feel like if there's some kind of problem that you haven't been able to figure out, I feel like 2020 is gonna be the year that you get a lot of clarity. I feel like also free will is about you guys finally being free of something, like I said, with that bound, but I feel like things are going to just start to release here, okay? I feel like you guys are going to start to feel a lighter energy, a more solution-oriented situation. The numbers I have here are 10 and 21 as well here, okay? So I also got a new tarot deck that I haven't even used yet. I did shuffle it a lot, but I don't know even, I didn't even look at the booklet. I tend to just go right into it. So if there's some cards that pop up that I don't know, just bear with me. But, well, you know what? I'm going to start off with what I've been doing is the wisdom of the house of the night, and then pull tarot over it to get clarity, okay? So let's see what we got here. I'm going to pull 6 of these and then 6 tarot messages over them, okay? Okay. And then this is the Light Seers Tarot. I'm excited to use it. All right. Let's see what we got. Hope you guys are excited about your upcoming birthdays and feeling all Capricorn-y right now. Doesn't feel like December. Well, I'm in a different place that I usually am in December, so. All right. Oh, we got conclusion and we got Knight of Swords. Okay. So some of you could be dealing with a conclusion with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius here. Could also be someone that just was kind of like young, immature, irrational, not very sweet. I feel like they weren't like the nicest person, okay? They just kind of were harsh with their words. They were just not very careful with what they said and what they did with you. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of conclusion here, okay? So I feel like this person might be taking off somewhere. They might be running away, or you guys just might naturally sever ties here, okay? That's like with an air sign. So that's really interesting. And then we've got 10 of Pentacles and confidence. Wow. This is really cool because I feel like this is saying be confident that you're going to be able to achieve all the things you want to. You're going to have your financial stability. You're going to have your home stability. Confidence in your family or your lineage or just who you are and your identity, okay? So that's really cool. So I feel like there's going to be a lot with building your confidence through, I feel like, your like family lineage or just your history of who you are, just maybe even finding out more about your family or something like that. I don't even know why it just popped up, but like maybe if you were like adopted, I feel like you're going to either become confident with the fact that like you're not in touch with, you know, who your real family was, or you're going to end up finding some answers about who your family was, okay? We've got 6 of Swords and Fragment, all right? This is really cool. So I feel like if you guys were kind of fragmented and you felt like you were broken, I feel like you're going to start to recover. This is a really cool 2 cards to get here together, okay? So I feel like you're going to start to move out of this broken place. I've never gotten the fragment card in here, but this is like kind of feeling like a ghost of who you were. So I feel like you're going to get yourself back. And that's also kind of what I was saying about the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are going to rediscover parts of yourself that you lost, all right? And it could be through some travel, but it's going to be through like a new situation, okay? There's going to be new things that happen, new adventures, new challenges that help you find more of yourself. So that's really cool. We've got loyalty and 7 of Swords. How ironic is that, okay? So I feel like, so we know 7 of Swords is the card about deception and lying and deceit, okay? And like betraying someone, and then there's loyalty. So I don't know if this is something that happened in the past. Hopefully it was more of a past energy that you're not going to have someone betray your loyalty, but just be careful who you're loyal to and who you know, believe and who you tell things to, because not everyone obviously has your best interest. So I know that loyalty is big for Capricorn. So just make sure that you're not, you know, putting your loyalty in things that you shouldn't be putting it into, and make sure that you are guarded in that aspect, okay? We've got 9 of Wands and differences, okay? So I feel like there's someone that you guys might feel like you don't trust because you guys are very different and you're very hesitant to go forward with this. Every time I see this differences card, obviously when we hear the word differences, it's like, oh, well, that you have differences with someone. But I also feel like this could be an opportunity for you to get a different perspective, okay? So instead of seeing everything as something you have to be on guard for, maybe see it as a learning opportunity, of way to expand your mind and learn new things. And even if it ends up being not the most positive experience, it was more information that you now have that you can move forward with, okay? I love this Light Seers deck. It's so cool. And then we've got 5 of Swords and belonging, okay? This is interesting because 5 of Swords is all about like an isolated type energy and being on your own, and then belonging is about belonging. So make sure that when if what you're seeking is to be connected to other people, that you don't have this disconnected me against the world. And I feel like that might be a big theme for you guys in 2020, of like being alone versus having people on your side, and like choosing when the right situation is that, you know, accompanies, like when you should choose one side versus when you should choose another, okay? I'm going to pull now Got some really cool messages. You know what? I'm going to pull a few more tarot cards just on their own and see what other messages we got for Capricorns in 2020. I'm loving this message, though. I feel like you guys are it's going to be a lot about you building your confidence and not having to rely on other people, too. I feel like that's what that 5 of Swords and 7 of Swords is saying as well, right? So I feel like learning to stand on your own, learning to get your confidence back. But I still, the first card was the Union. I got a King of Swords, a Tower, a King of Cups, and a Queen of Pentacles. Wow. When I saw this, like I said with the Knight of Swords, I feel like things might fall apart with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? Or they might cause some sort of tower moment and you thought this was your person. This could be upcoming in 2020. You might not have even met this person yet, but this could be something significant that happens where you meet this person, you think, oh, this is my king, and then things kind of fall apart. But I feel like they make way because then your King of Cups comes, okay? And this could be someone that's very spiritual, very empathic, but they feel very strongly about you, okay? So you might really be coming to meet a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in the year 2020. And then we've got Queen of Pentacles, and that's you guys, all right? So I really feel like you guys are going to come into your own in 2020. I feel like this, I know everyone says this every year, but this is going to be your year to shine, not just shine, but to feel good inside about yourself and really feel like who you are, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So that's like really cool. And like I said, a strong Scorpio energy, but this Tower, I think it's going to actually make way for better things to come. And it could even be towards the end of the year because I see sort of like a pumpkin. Well, to me, it looks like a pumpkin, actually. I think it's like an acorn or something, but it could be something that happens in the fall, or it could be someone that you met this last fall. Don't get discouraged if you had your heart set on a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because I feel like it could just end up making way for the Scorpio or Cancer or Pisces that you're supposed to be with. Let me pull a couple more of these Whispering Woods Oracle cards. Cleanse, Flow, and Transform. Yeah, I feel like allow things to just flow. Like I said, with that free will and surrender, just allow your idea of what you thought you wanted to just like go away and allow yourself to transform. I really feel like this is going to be a big transformation year for you guys, okay? I'm going to pull from the Elqui and just get a couple more messages about who is Capricorn going to be in this upcoming year. And actually, I'm going to pull this with the signs from Spirit. Overlapping it. So we've got a lot of cards here. And like the message too I'm getting is like believe in your thoughts. Like when it says listen, like listen to yourself, like the callings of your heart, what it is that you feel is right, okay? I feel like not being dependent on other people and what they have to say, but really relying on yourself, okay? So, all right, so I got the Elqui here. Now I'm going to use signs from Spirit to get some confirmation. I'm doing these readings a little bit longer, okay? Okay, we've got She Who Surrenders, you guys. I got a surrender. I feel like this is letting go of control, which I know is hard for Capricorns to do, but I feel like that's going to be a big lesson for you guys in January 2020, okay? So surrendering, and that's like in all aspects, like just letting go, like believing that the universe has a plan, not feeling like you have to take everything on, not feeling like it's your responsibility. Capricorns tend to take over responsibility for everything and everyone. So just surrender all of that and like let things go and let things flow. Like I got that flow card. Chains, bondage, and release. That's what I had bound here, okay? I love this message. So let things just kind of let go of the bondage, let go of that attachment to outcomes. Just let things kind of go the way they need to go. And like, let yourself know that it's safe to do that. I got safe passage here, okay? This could also mean some time by the ocean or by the sea or with seashells could be really helpful for you guys to help you guys let go. I love that these messages are synchronistic. She who hopes, love, hope, and relationships. I feel like your hopes in 2020 are going to turn into reality as long as you let things flow. And you're going to walk through this door that's been locked for a very long time, okay? So I feel like in the past, you've been very hopeful about love. Still, you've kept that belief. And I feel like things are going to transform for you in 2020. And I got 555, wake up call. Oh my God, you guys. She who changes and a wake up call, right? This cannot be any more serendipitous, these two cards, okay? So I did get the Tower. I don't know if this is something that happened in your past, but this could be something that's going to happen. And I feel like you guys are going to have this pivotal moment. I feel like you guys have already started to have it, but where it forces you to change, okay? There's a Tracy Chapman song that just popped in my head, and it's called Change. It's really beautiful. I'm a Capricorn, and I love Tracy Chapman, so I feel like you guys would like the song, okay? And it's all about like hitting rock bottom and having to change. Oh, I just got chills. Let's pull some of the, okay, we're gonna just talk about the masculine for a minute. What are some of the barriers that the masculine might be experiencing in 2020, okay? One-sided, shocking, self-indulgent, and irresponsible. Okay, so I feel like the masculine is still a little bit selfish and dealing with some of those selfish energies. He might still be caught up in all of his own stuff. And so that's my cue to tell you guys to keep focusing on yourself, okay? That's the message I have for that, all right? Because I feel like he's not ready to get over himself. He's still kind of irresponsible. Something shocking is going to happen for him, though. And that might be the Tower. And I feel like it's going to be... I don't know. He might realize that he might be with a karmic and he might realize it's one-sided, okay? I'm not sure, but last but not least, I'm going to pull from him, the divine counterpart you're dealing with and what they want to communicate to you for 2020, okay? So let's see what they have to say. I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. With irresponsible, I feel a special bond with you I never felt before. I just got sidetracked. So I feel like the shocking news might be really sidetracking. So if your union is coming, it might not be like I said in the beginning of the year, but I think there's something that's going to sidetrack them and really kind of blow their world up in a way, all right? I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with all my promises. I feel like they're still, like I said, immature and irresponsible. That could be the Knight of Swords that you're dealing with. There's still kind of like that immature energy there, okay? But they do feel a special bond with you that they've never felt before. I feel like they do recognize and come to their senses at some point. I'm going to pull one more and see if I could just get one final message from the divine counterpart here. It's really hard for me to open up. So I feel like a battle for them will be having that courage to be vulnerable. And as, like I said, I pulled mirroring in the beginning. As you guys build your confidence in 2020, I feel like they will too, because they'll start to mirror your energy. So it's all about, like we always talk about with that Empress type energy, building yourself up, and that will build the other person up energetically. But really this whole path is about you finding yourself. And I feel like some of you are going to really find some answers. Like I said, if you were adopted, something about your family lineage, something like significant is going to happen as a wake-up call, but it's going to help you to transform, okay? So Capricorn's beautiful message. I loved doing it today. And I'll be trying to do live readings more, so just keep liking, subscribing, and commenting, and stay tuned, all right, Cappies? Happy 2020 coming up. Happy holidays, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.